Who's Rachel?
Welcome to Sportsmania. We are back. Sportsmania returns with another live show, and this time we are tackling Europe's elite club competition. This is going to be live. All sorts could happen, as you've just heard. Ace, hit the intro before anyone else interrupts.
Oh no!
Hit the damn intro!
Welcome to Sportsmania, everyone. Jesus. Oh.
Not a great debut for me.
Great debut. Right, I'll just stick the intro on. Let's go.
Priceless gem!
There we go. Right. Welcome to the Champions League last preview show. And yeah, interesting start. Right. Let's see where we can go. This will welcome the panel, plus our Barking Mad contributor as well. Luke, debut on the YouTube channel. How's it going?
I'm all good, Hubert. Glad to be part of the show. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Good to have you, Abdi.
How are you doing, man? I'm all good.
We're all good. We're definitely good. George and your contributor. How's it going, both?
I'm good, thanks. I've noticed that whenever anyone says Abdi's name, they say it in a really weird way. It's like Abdi.
Anyway, what's your dog called? Since he's very vocal on the channel today.
Trigger.
There we go. He's definitely
Top part there, Dave.
He's triggered something on his channel. Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
Producer Austin, how you doing?
I am doing well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, good. Right. So let's see how this show goes. It's an interesting.
How are you,
start.
Hubert?
I'm good, thank you. Very good. Very ready for the show. And yes, to everyone watching, look, this is our second live show, yeah? Come on, give us a break. Right. We will be talking Champions League, the last 16.
The what?
The last 16?
Of what? Oh, Champions League. Sorry, my team ain't been there for so long, I forgot what it was.
It's all right. We're always happy to remind you of the good old days.
It's okay.
I went to the women's game. It was fine.
Yeah, you are still there. We're not. So,
Unless
yes,
you go against reigning champions, then you get slapped like 4-0. Not good.
we'll be talking the Champions League, and we got the draw now after Abdi the second time of asking, because it was all a bit. At first, I thought United were crying because they got the hardest team in the draw the first time around, and then we realized actually there's been a mess up.
Yeah, it was a weird point because I was ill that day as well, so I was just watching it. And I was like, ugh. But yeah, no, it really was just weird the way they've done it. I had a feeling that they were going to pair us with PSG, and that was the match they wanted to go over. Ronaldo, Messi, one more time, try and get it together. The hot balls, allegedly. I'm not throwing any allegations their way. You know, I don't want to get sued out here. But
I don't think they're watching, mate.
Who knows?
You never know. You never know.
Anyone could be watching.
No, I just had Sepp Blatter has just subscribed.
Exactly.
I mean, from
After
federal
hearing
prison.
about some
Okay.
dodgy stuff going on, he did not want to be left out.
But anywho, moving on. Yeah, so they didn't put us that they messed up the balls, so we weren't eligible to play, or they paired us with Villarreal, and they didn't put us in the right pot with Atletico Madrid, who we ultimately got in the end. But it wasn't really a fair draw. It wasn't sort of a done properly, so they had to redo it, and that was a really weird thing because we're not used to those kind of situations. But they done it. We got the new ties. I'd say it's somewhat better, but I don't know. Atletico Madrid are just weird. We'll get into it more, but they're a weird team to face anyway. But now we got PSG versus Real Madrid, so that's the money match. Enjoy
Yeah.
that one.
Well, we'll go through all of them ties,
And
and
that's for Chelsea who passed the check over to get their tie back twice.
it was it was a crowdfunder, mate. It was the most quickest crowdfunder Roman could manage.
Roman
right? Everyone-
Roman called them up. He knew. He was like, the payments are in.
Here you go, fans. Come on, contribute. We can cheat.
You know,
Yes.
You're acknowledging, that's why.
Yeah, well, right. So we will get into the ties then, and the first tie we have is Bayern Munich versus Red Bull Salzburg. Now, Luke, what I've noticed with Salzburg is every time they're in the Champions League, there's always a star striker there. You had Erling Haaland. You then had Patson Daka. Now you've got another striker who's really doing it for Salzburg. How much of a game do you think they'll bring to Bayern Munich, considering in the Bundesliga they've had a few shifty results? They're still top of the table because it's Bayern, but Salzburg aren't going to be as easy of an opponent as people think. I think, to be honest.
No, well, on paper you're going to think easy walkover Bayern Munich, but it's the magic of the Champions League. At the end of the day, just like you said, they brought some class strikers through Haaland and then Pakadaka, and now the one they've got now. I think they'll show a little bit of fight, but Bayern Munich has got too much quality going forward in the midfield. I just think Bayern Munich overall will win. Basically, I can't see Salzburg winning over two legs.
No, I think it's hard to see Salzburg actually winning because, George, I mean, Bayern have got still the quality players. They've got Lewandowski, and although he's still scoring plenty, he does want to leave Bayern from all that's being heard at the end of the season. There'll be a big price tag slapped on him. Don't you worry about that. But can you see Bayern winning the Champions League this season?
No. I just think there's stronger teams than Bayern Munich. They'll be there or thereabouts. I don't think they'll win it though. Don't get me wrong, they've still got a good squad. I like a few of their players that they've got, but no. I think there's about 2 or 3 teams that are better than them.
Interesting.
They'll beat Salzburg, but I don't think it'll be the walkover that everyone expects though.
Austin, what do you think? Is it going to be a walkover, or is it going to be quite a tight one over the two legs?
You know who the 2 teams are first?
Yeah, Bayern and Red Bull Salzburg.
There we go.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. Improvement.
I know Red Bull because I always bloody drink it. So,
Gives you
yeah.
It does.
I don't know. Bayern, obviously, they've had a history of winning the Champions League, a very big history of winning the Champions League. So, I don't know. Red Bull could have a challenge up against them.
And welcome, Michael Owen.
Yeah.
I'll keep it short and sweet. Short and sweet.
Have we got anything in the chat before we move on to the next fixture?
We do. We have one comment, and that comment is from Matt Roberts.
Hello,
Hello
Matt.
all. He put, "Hello all. Please do not fall asleep this time, Austin. I will not."
Luckily, you did that after we went off air, but that was perfectly fine.
Get some Red Bulls.
I'll
If he does, I'll slap him in
explain.
the back of the head.
I'll explain what happened. So after we finished the stream last week, I fell
Was off.
asleep. I fell asleep after we ended the stream, and everyone was trying to wake me up, and they couldn't.
Nothing worked.
We thought he was just taking the piss, but
We thought the snoring sound just got a snoring sound effect on, but no, Austin was very much out of it. So yeah, hopefully we're not going to have that this time, eh?
I'm awake. I've got a beer in hand. I'm awake.
Good to know. Good
I
to
did
know.
have a beer.
Right, moving on to you can hear the beers over there. Look, yeah,
Got the
they're
beer.
there, the bottles.
That's gonna make you go to sleep, wake you up.
Yeah, few Coronas, and by the time we finish the show,
also-
it's just-
Especially how
one more-
lightweight he is.
One more comment as well from Matt Roberts saying that Bayern will go through.
yeah, you can kind of see that, and then Abdi will move on to the next fixture, and it's one of these again. Man City got what I'd class as a nice and easy draw. They've got Sporting. I mean, City's going to go through surely.
as much as I'd love to see Sporting pull it off, I just can't see it. They had a really good group stage for themselves. Sporting, they beat Dortmund. They slapped them around at one point. The Portuguese league is. I know people kind of sleep on it, but if you want to find good players that are good technically, that's where they go. So send your scouts there. Go look in Portugal because there's some really quality players in the Portuguese leagues. Pedro, I'm going to probably butcher his name. I'm going to try it, but Pedro Gonçalves, their cam is. I think he scored a hat trick against Dortmund, or nearly scored a hat trick against Dortmund. But he's one to keep an eye on at some point as well. As for the fixture itself, I think City have got too much, and they will go through in this game. Yeah, I feel like they'll do it over 2 legs. It might be tight in the first leg or something, but nah, over 2 legs, I just see City winning it. Quarter-final, though, if this is a quarter-final game, anything could happen because City in quarter-finals don't go unless they finally broke their duck last year. So, but yeah.
Well, they can get to the final and win it, George. I mean, we're looking at Man City, and they got Pep in 2016. They wanted obviously to win more league titles, but that Champions League trophy is still something they have not managed to win. They got close to it yet last season. Got to the final. Wasn't meant to be in the end. Do you think finally this season it will be their season?
I hope not.
Yeah, but
I don't want any English team to win it. So I think they'll get to the final. They've got such a strong squad. It's really hard to bet against them with anything. But like Abdi says, depend on when they get to that sort of thing, it's like they freeze a bit. So apart from last season, but I think that was just a one-off. But I don't know.
The only team that can beat City is City, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting to that stage.
I don't think Sporting have got any chance, unfortunately. I might be wrong. It's not the first time I've predicted stuff and it's gone completely the wrong way. It all depends what if Guardiola argues with his own head again. Because I think that's what lost them the Champions League.
He tinkered too much, and that's the problem.
Unless I got it wrong, didn't he leave Cancelo on the bench last season in the final?
I can't remember about Cancelo, but Fernandinho wasn't in.
Midfield.
It was the midfield which done him over.
Fernandinho, such an experienced maestro, really, and you're leaving him on the bench in the biggest game of your club's history, really.
And Aguero was still there, so they should have put him out for longer there.
I think with Aguero, he weren't the Aguero, was he? He was injured a lot. And
he wasn't, but it would have been at least more attacking power for City there, I think. Luke, yeah, we've said about Sporting, about the Portuguese league. It's kind of few clubs in the Portuguese league are like Salzburg in their own league, where they've got a lot of good talent, which then later, after they shine, goes elsewhere. But do you think Sporting can do what Porto did last season and cause an upset, which would be a much more significant one than Porto knocking out Juventus last season? But how much chances realistically are you giving Sporting to do something like that?
I don't think Sporting stands much of a chance. Yes, they developed from very good players like Fernandes, Ronaldo, Nani, players like that. But Man City have too much all over the pitch in midfield and defence.
Any other non-United players
up front?
Yeah, isn't it?
Rafinha.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they're too much going forward, and they've also got a B team that will probably beat Sporting as well. So I can see it being a domination by Man City. Unfortunately, really can't see Sporting causing any upsets.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with that. Austin, I mean,
Sporting of you, is it?
Oh,
hey,
God.
Austin, low hanging fruit.
Yeah, Austin with Sporting. I think we've all saying we're not really giving Sporting a chance. I don't know if that's harsh on us or if it's just being realistic, really. What do you think of the tie?
See, the thing is, Man City have had a very strong season, with Premier League and the way they've played in that. So, I feel Man City, I don't know if Sporting did win it, it would be good for them. But obviously, I don't see it being. I see it being a very one-sided towards Man City. So on other things, we've had a comment again from Matt Roberts saying that it would be great for Sporting to go through and be the underdogs, but City will probably run away with it, which I totally agree with.
You'd love
That'd
that
be
to happen.
fantastic. Sporting.
That would be amazing, but
Oh yes, 100%, 100%.
it's you can hardly imagine it because City, they still want to win that Champions League, and you do wonder if they fail once again,
Yeah.
what Pep's future will be. I do
Well,
think.
I mean, at the moment, his future is, he said that after his contract finished, or I'm not sure if his contract finishing, but end of next season, not this season, next season, that's going to be his final season.
Yeah, he's
Perhaps.
already.
So in that case, do you think he'll be given another chance anyway, since his contract is finishing there too?
He would be leaving at the end of next season, so whatever happens this season doesn't really matter.
He ain't getting sacked.
No.
Yeah. Plus, he said as well, when he does leave, the only team he would come back to in England would be City. So,
No, that's fair enough then.
I mean,
Right.
unless Newcastle come calling with that
yeah.
sweet money.
Yeah, offering thick envelope stuffed with cash. Right. Moving on to the next team I want to discuss, and it's Benfica versus Ajax. Now, Benfica, they're not too bad. I mean, they did basically, help to knock Barcelona out by getting some good results against them as well. But also, the team I want to focus on at the moment as well is Ajax, because they have been blowing everyone away in the group stage. You had Sebastian Haller, who basically rediscovered himself at Ajax under Ten Hag. So how far do you think Ajax will go with that form?
Who's answering?
George, I said. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't hear anyone's name, so I was like,
Yeah.
Sorry, no worries.
How did
what
you
did
Ajax, probably quarterfinals now. I think recent events could be a bit of a distraction. But Ajax, I only worry with Overmars having to leave for whatever reasons. I didn't actually see what the reasons were.
Abdi, I think you're the one that posted this.
Yes, harassment, sending inappropriate messages to female colleagues and co-workers. Been a naughty boy, sending dodgy emails, So, but he's been, not me.
You work for Ajax.
I don't work for Ajax. I'd work for Ajax if they've got a sporting director role open now, so I'll go work for them.
Abdi
It sounded like it
Overmars.
was coming from you.
I mean,
So,
the fact that you think Abdi's capable of that, but yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
What happens?
Sorry,
behind the scenes? We already know. Anyway, so I think Ajax got a good side actually, and obviously they've got a great manager, so they could get quarterfinals. But it's completely gone out of my head that they're playing
Benfica.
Benfica. I wouldn't be too surprised if Benfica calls an upset because they are a good side. I watched. No, it's not this season, but was it last season? I think we played them last season.
Yes, in the Europa League.
Europa League, they played. We were lucky against them to get the win. They were quite a good side, and they just dropped down from Champions League. So it's one of those ties you never know. Like Abdi said, the Portuguese league brings some decent players over here. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that game, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Abdi, talking about that tie, it's one of these where it can really, like the previous ties we discussed, you kind of, everyone meant City probably are going to do it, Bayern are going to do over Salzburg. You're thinking this tie, the result, you could probably swing it towards Ajax, but it's not a bang-on guarantee.
No, it's not a bang guarantee, but I still do think Ajax would be the strong favourites in this tie. Benfica would be happy with this tie because originally they were drawn against Real Madrid. And Real Madrid wouldn't be happy because they got PSG now, which we'll dive into later. But Benfica, on their point of view, they'd be fancying their chances now a little bit more than they would have against Real Madrid. They still would have gone for it because they knocked out. They went to the Nou Camp and beat Barca, or drew against Barca, one of the two. I can't remember, but they beat Barca 3-0 in the group stage. So they'd fancy their chances, but against Ajax, I think they'd fancy their chances even more. As for Ajax, great team, great manager, great structure, great footballing club, great philosophy. I think they'll get further than the quarters. I think they'll get to the semis at least. At least. I'm tipping big things for them, but then again, I tip big things for Turkey in the Euros, and
I mean,
That went
That flopped.
yeah,
hard.
that was an interesting prediction, to be honest. But yeah,
Anywho,
yeah.
go on,
Luke,
Ajax.
Luke, talking Ajax here. Ten Hag with links to potentially the Manchester United job in the summer. What do you think of that? And also, do you think this tie is Ajax in favour, or do you think it could be anyone's?
Will Ten Hag come to Manchester United? Be interesting. I like his style of football, but end of the day, it's going to be the whole transition thing again, like of new management and what players he wants, what players he doesn't want. So it ain't going to just click like that. Some fans do expect, some do, some don't. But we'll have to see what happens there. Ajax in the Champions League, Benfica. I think Ajax will probably have just that extra edge over Benfica, especially if Sebastian Haller continues his superb form that he's discovered somewhere. Don't know where he discovered that from because he didn't do it very well over here.
in the
But hey, yeah,
No, I mean,
Premier League just went for him.
No.
Yeah, I think Ajax will just have that little bit too much and will win over the two legs and probably quarter-final, if they're lucky, semi-final, but I agree with Abdi, maybe the semi-final.
Well, seems like so far we're all gone for Ajax. Austin, what do you think of that tie? Benfica, Ajax, clear Ajax, or will Benfica cause problems? I mean, Sebastian Haller has been great. At West Ham, he wasn't brilliant. At Frankfurt, before that, he was really good. So it seems European football suits him, just not the Premier League. But what do you think will happen there?
I think it's anyone's game. I do. No, I do. I think it's anyone's game. Benfica, good side. Ajax, good side. It all depends on how each team works. It all depends on how each team trains up towards this game and everything else. So, I don't know. It could be anyone's game, but
could be a draw.
It could be a draw. It could be a draw. It could
really.
lead to extra time, then could lead to penalties. We don't know. But I don't know. Maybe I'd want Ajax to have this opportunity here.
Okay. Any comments in the chat before I move on?
We have no comments at the moment. So keep on commenting, people.
So far, we've got City, Ajax, and Bayern going through. The next fixture we will move on to, Abdi, is Chelsea versus Lille, and this was during the draw, one of probably the most bizarre moments because Chelsea, unlike the other teams, got the same opponent twice. Not at all dodgy there. But
no, it's not.
As much as people say, oh, Lille probably the easiest team you can get, a lot of people said that, but surely you shouldn't underestimate these opponents because they can pull this out of the bag, and Lille have caused some interesting results in general in the last 2 seasons.
Yes, they have, but at the same time, their team has been a bit dismantled. It's not the same team from last. I think you even competed against them in the group stage last year, anyway. But they have lost their manager that made them champions, basically. They have still got quite a few players. Still got Botman, and I think they've got Hatem Ben Arfa as well. So, I'm not going to underestimate them. I still do think Chelsea will be comfortable favourites in this one, and they'll go marching on. But some of the Chelsea fans who saw the draw was getting redrawn again. Apparently, they one booked a ticket to Lille, and then afterwards, as soon as he found out that it was getting redrawn, he cancelled his tickets or tried to get it recancelled, got it refunded, and then afterwards found out that the game's going ahead again. So. Yeah,
it's madness with this whole ticketing thing. George, Lille, Chelsea. I mean, yes, you said you don't want any English team to win it, but realistically, what do you think of that particular fixture?
I think,
Thank you, George.
I think Chelsea will win it because obviously they've got a better squad than I think Renato Sanchez is still there, isn't he?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, he is.
They've got Sonny and Renato, so obviously they've got money from transfers in January, so I think they brought a couple of players in. So I don't know. All depends. Where's the first leg?
Chelsea, I believe.
Yeah, what a surprise. So if it was in
No,
France,
I think. Oh yeah, it will be Chelsea because the pot runners up are first at home
Yeah.
first.
if it was in France, if they took a good result over to Chelsea, it could have
No
been
way
different.
goals.
But,
Yeah, there's no way goals in this one, so anymore.
if
So
they changed that as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's come out.
So yeah, all right, Chelsea will go through then.
Luke, an interesting point I've heard is obviously in France they've got obviously different vaccination rules, and some players, according to what good old Tommy Tickle, he said some players are unvaccinated, so some players will not be able to go. I can't remember who these players are because obviously they were not mentioned. But
Didn't know that.
do you think that could potentially swing things in a different direction depending on who these players might be?
I wouldn't really thought so. Don't think it affected because Chelsea have got good players as well, good depth. It depends who the players are. At the end of the day, I don't think it would really affect you at all. I still think you'll get a comfortable result over the 2 legs. I can't see it being any issue.
Austin, Chelsea, Lille, what's your views?
First things first.
This sounds like Wayne
Like-
Rooney.
No, first things first.
Awesome.
I'll be completely honest with people on here, right? I'll be completely honest, right? I had to look at their logo right earlier when I was doing making the
Got to do a
thumbnail.
game.
Just shush. When I was doing the thumbnail and whatnot, right?
You
And
told.
I looked at this team and I went, "Who the bloody hell is this?" Honestly, I looked at because on their logo it says LOSC, and I was like, "Who the bloody hell is this?" So I done my research. And I was like,
Lille.
"Oh, it's Lille."
That's their name. Yeah.
Anyway, back to I don't want Chelsea to win. Sorry, Hubert. Sorry, I don't. Give other teams the opportunity. I don't know. Lille obviously in their last Champions League game, Lille won 3-1 to Wolfsburg, I believe. So that's a good win there. I'll be honest, I don't know who Chelsea played last because I couldn't give two flying monkeys about Chelsea. But huh?
In a Russian team or something.
Well, I think
Us in the group stage.
yeah.
That was the last round, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the last round. We had Juventus, Zenit, and Malmo in the group.
That was...
Oh right, so easy teams then, except for Juventus. Right, anyway.
And they rolled around towards the end, you know.
I mean, Zenit. I would have called Zenit an easy team with the game we played against them, but yeah,
Juventus are rubbish these days. Jeez.
Juventus aren't exactly who they once were.
But
Well,
they've got
yeah,
now
yeah.
Big Busan.
I
Yeah.
do.
They're 2
I
debut
do-
goals yesterday.
Yeah,
Did he?
I do.
Sakiria and Belic.
That's nice.
Oh, I thought
I
you meant
do
Sporting.
want. I do want Lille to win this one. But we never know what could happen. So also we've had one more comment from Jack Fishlock.
Hey,
The
Captain Jack.
captain.
Hey,
He has
Capitano.
the captain has arrived.
thank
El
you, Jack, for
Capitano.
listening, and hopefully Jack, you're enjoying the show. Right. So yes, in majority, I think apart from Austin, everyone's gone for Chelsea. So you got Chelsea,
Sorry.
Bayern, Ajax, City. Moving
In
on to the
ideal word, I'd have Sporting, Ajax, not Benfica. What was it? Well, who's the other team? Lille, and Salzburg going
ideal
through.
world, but yeah, we're going kind of,
Inter
well-
Milan as well, you know.
The next
Don't know
fixture
who
we're
else.
going to go to, Luke. So, at first, United, PSG, the tie everyone wanted, the tie everyone fell in love with. Then it was decided there was a boo-boo, and they had to redraw it because quite
Oh.
significant errors were made. But you got the second hardest team. You've got Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid. I mean, they have dropped points in La Liga. They've had. I mean, Barcelona basically trampled all over them pretty much last week, with Dani Alves assisting, scoring, and getting sent off for Barcelona. But what do you think of that tie? You know, do you think United can scrape through against Atletico?
Yeah, actually, unfortunately, we didn't get Ronaldo, Messi in the PSG, but having mutual fans probably sad about that. But Atletico, I really ain't too confident on it. Like against Luis Suarez and Griezmann, I think it's going to be a bit difficult for our defence. We're going to need like a PSG miracle from 2019, or to get through them, because I'm not really sure they plays midfield for them now since Partey left.
Koke.
I can't. Koke, yeah,
João Felix.
Koke, yeah, João Felix. That's another bright young player that's going to cause our defence a nightmare. And we've got to be defensively solid, and we've got to take our chances. We see the other day, we had so many chances after chance after chance. We didn't take it, and
You're doing a Chelsea in a sense.
Abba then.
and then Abba, no.
Hey?
I was saying Abba. Take a chance. Take a chance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got to take our chances. Otherwise, they're just going to get the bite and humiliate us, basically. Hopefully, we can get the win by some miracle, but I'm not 100% confident on it.
Abdi, what's your confidence like in United? Are you going to get past Atletico Madrid?
It's a toss of a coin, really. Out of all the other teams, I wouldn't say they're hard. I'd just say they're sort of a banana skin team. Like, the way they play is just dirty. You know, you don't know what you're going to get. You can get past them. It is doable. It's not impossible, but it's just a tricky game, and it's not one that you fills you with confidence, really. Simeone, you know him. Come on, the way he sets up his teams and all that. Luis Suarez, Griezmann, Felix, Carrasco. You know, they're no slouches, but I do think we have enough to edge them out. Hopefully, I hope. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do us as well. But if we do get past Atletico, that's as far as I can see us going, really. Thinking logically about it, quarterfinals at best. But yeah, we have to focus on the job at hand, get past Atletico Madrid. First leg is in Madrid, so good performance out of there. Bring it back to OT, finish it off, really. So yeah, hopefully we can get past. So that's all I have to really say.
George, what do you think of the tie? You know, I've got Atletico, Man United. It's an interesting one.
Yes.
Who would you be picking for that one? Here we go.
So
I'm laughing.
Yeah, that's what we're going to find out in a minute, I presume.
I'm laughing because Abdi probably.
We've had 3 comments, by the way.
Yeah, we'll read them in a minute, but
Yeah.
So obviously, I agree with what Abdi said. It's going to be hard. You've got King of the Swinners up front, King Louis. It's going to be a hard one for Harry Maguire and Lindelof or Jones or whoever.
Rafael Varane. Champions League Varane at this point.
Oh shit! I forgot about him. Sorry, Rafa. Forgot about you, mate. Yeah. So I actually think Man United are going to win.
What?
Okay.
It's not a surprise. I wouldn't be surprised to go through.
Just for Abdi, though, Man United have got this signed, sealed, and delivered.
I will
Easy win.
I know where you live. I will come personally and headbutt.
Got the Atletico Madrid.
And then you'll deal with me, Abdi.
I'll take you too, mate.
I'll take regret and a half.
4-0 Man United in Madrid, you what? And then they lose 5-0 Old Trafford.
4-0. Mate.
Yeah, but on a serious note, I think if Atletico can keep Ronaldo quiet, then they'll go through.
Ronaldo loves a game against them, though, to be fair.
That's what I was mean.
And Ronaldo has been United's saviour multiple times in the group stage.
We wouldn't be where we are without him.
Don't forget David De Gea. You're going to upset Abdi. David De Gea's back. Remember that?
And he'll be taking some penalties.
I did.
Please
Say,
don't.
you ever go at me? You say I did clear out one. You don't say nothing. You say nothing.
I do. Let's just ban that word. I do not like that word. If it's in reference to
missing penalties.
no, just
That's a few
penalties in general in reference to United. We don't talk about those.
Well,
Anyway,
course
oh
not.
yeah, you lost to Middlesbrough on penalties.
Yeah,
and that's for the FA Cup.
that's
for
going to be on the
podcast.
podcast tomorrow. That's going to be on the podcast later this week.
Split my mind, to be honest. Anyway, so I don't know. I think Man United might win at Old Trafford, and then on this note, but then I think the tie, if the tie is still alive when it goes to Old Trafford, then Man United fans might have to turn up for once and get them through it.
Turn up for once.
Yeah,
wow.
For once.
I was just because I didn't hear him on Friday. That was all, mate. That was all.
Were you there?
No, but I was watching it. I think I was in the same place most of the Man United fans were.
Abdi, were you there?
No, I wasn't there. I
He
was
wasn't.
watching.
So I don't know.
That's why it was quiet.
I don't. It's as clear cut. I've seen on social media people saying, "Oh, United got no chance." I don't believe that.
Anyone has a chance at this stage.
Everyone has a chance, and I don't think Atletico. People are making Atletico seem like
They're not the power threat they were.
They're not, but at the same time, I'm not gonna disrespect them because I know what they're capable of. But at the same time, I'm not gonna big them up to be this mythical
I
beast.
know I'd rather have it'd be Atletico Madrid and PSG.
Well, yeah, but
yes, that's true.
they're not doing so hot in La Liga anyway at the moment. So
I don't think
form at the
the
moment
Liga
is not-
team's that good. Like I know what you just going back what you said about who was it meant over Real Madrid, Benfica.
yeah.
Yes, they were meant to happen.
I think Benfica could have done Madrid. So
La Liga teams aren't what they were. Like Atletico.
They're-
had
are-
amazing-
years,
the
you'd be
only
scared.
team that at the moment that's really doing anything decent is Real Madrid.
Years ago, you'd be scared. You think, I've got no chance if we get Barca, Madrid, or Atletico. But now, I won't be
You
scared.
don't feel that anymore, really.
I'm not going to say
Atletico.
that at the same time,
But
but I'm not
Man
going
United
to.
to win. There goes. Sign still delivered. Ralph's at the wheel.
Well done, son. Good for you.
Ah,
Good for you.
right. Well, it seems so far Team United. But Austin, what are you going to say on this tie before we go to the comments?
Who's Rachel?
No, not who's Rachel. Atletico Madrid will win. Sorry, Abdi. Sorry, Luke. I'm sorry, Abdi.
No, it's fine.
I don't like Man United, but still.
Okay. I thought you were coming from a place of logic, but you just
Yeah, but okay,
come
just a
on,
clear dislike.
Do you know what it was?
Them
right?
two words don't go in the same
This-
sentence. Logic and Austin.
This stream started off with Luke wearing his Man United shirt and Abdi wearing his Man United hat and scarf. So I thought I'd whip out the Arsenal shirt, even though we're not in the Champions League, but still.
We are.
You're not Europe full stop.
We are the women's one.
All
Yes.
right, women. Big up the women. Big up the women.
That's what she said.
But yeah. But yeah, no. It's a game that can go either way, but I feel
Michael Owens, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love that.
I feel like Atletico Madrid can pull it out of the bag. And relating to that, George, stop it.
Yeah, George.
We've got multiple comments,
Really?
actually.
Go on. Let's get it.
So the first comment is from Jack again. He has
Jack
said
saying
that
United are going to win the Champions League, probably.
no way we're going through. We will get smashed.
Okay. Positive there from Jack.
United
Yeah,
fan.
Yeah.
that is from
Chin up, Jack.
Okay,
Have a bit of hope, mate.
I mean, Jack, you said you're going to smash Newcastle in December, and
No, let's not go back to that. Anyway,
We've had a comment from, sorry if I pronounce this wrong, is it H or Hat?
Yeah.
hey, yeah.
H-A-Y-C-H. So,
Yeah.
From Line of Duty.
no, not H.
I think that's one of my followers.
Anyway, read the comment.
Yeah,
Read the
what's
comment.
the comment?
I know that.
The comment is, it will be like Chelsea in 08 and bring the Champions League home, or was it
That was us.
11/12?
11-12. It was 11-12.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it was us.
A message from Tom.
Right, Tommy.
Tommy.
Boy.
Tommy.
Atletico didn't win any of their home games in the group. They drew 1 and lost 2.
That is true.
Yeah.
Another message from Jack Fishlock saying that our defense, that Man United's defense will not cope with their attack. He's telling you now.
Varane is a Rolls Royce, my friend.
When
He's a
Varane's
Rolls
there, you
Royce
never know
of a
what-
defender.
We've got a
And
Rolls
I've
Royce
got-
in the fridge from Curry's,
I'm
mate.
not joking. I've broken Jack Fish.
I think you have. I think you've mentally scarred him.
He
Yeah.
was giving it everything. He was cocky as a Man United fan. Now it's like he supports like Oldham.
Oh.
So,
Or
another
Spurs.
comment from
Or Spurs,
another
yeah.
2 comments from Tom again. He said
mate.
Wolfsburg at the Emirates 23/03.
Yeah, exactly. Just saying we ain't in the Champions League. So we didn't gender. We're gender neutral on this show.
And then-
Everyone's equal.
And then
Men
he gave
and
another
women.
We are, but we're talking about the men's
We're talking about the
Champions
men's
League.
Champions League. That's probably the bigger headline.
He-
Anyway,
he then-
Yeah,
Well, the
unfortunately, it is.
he then
I mean,
gave one more
in a
comment.
different time, it was the
Abby,
other way around.
Shush.
Go on,
Shush.
continue.
And then he gave one more comment saying, "All right, boys."
Oh,
Right,
Oh,
Tommy.
that's all right.
All right,
Thank you for
mate.
listening.
Oh,
Cheers,
another
Well,
Tommy,
comment.
mate.
Sorry.
Appreciate it.
Another comment. Sorry, Jack again has just come out with
Who's Rachel?
Arsenal are a disease. What have you done to me, George? 2 laughing.
Arsenal are a disease.
Arsenal disease, eh? I was two. Okay.
Not my
What?
fault. We live
It
rent free
makes
in your
no-
head, mate.
It makes no sense, seeing as Man United actually sounds like Man United.
It's all right, Jack. I know. We live rent free in your head. It's okay.
I think
Right.
he was just trying to say what you
Yeah, no,
what you
Peter
said.
Cummings
I don't know why I brought
Yeah.
Arsenal into it, but hey, we move on to the next tie.
yeah.
And the next tie, George, I mean, it's one of these games that can go either way. Villarreal versus Juventus. Now, you've got Villarreal, who have done quite well to go through the group stage, and you've got Juventus, who, I mean, Juventus really aren't the Juventus they used to be. They've got good old Dusan, whatever his how is this?
Dusan.
Dusan
Dusan
Vlahovic.
Vlahovic.
I have probably butchered the name. I do
No,
apologize.
you're good. You're good.
But I've tried my best. But George,
Vlahovic.
what do you think? I'm ignoring that, Austin. George, what do you think of this tie? I mean, who do you see going through? Because that's the hard to me. That tie is hard to predict.
I hope Villarreal wins 17-0.
I was
I
waiting
hope-
for that.
Juventus go into administration.
Why?
I
What did I
hope,
do?
I hope Dusan Vlahovic misses every shot he has on goal.
What, 'cause he didn't come to you?
No, on
Nice
a serious
initial.
note, I think the old lady needs to turn into like the new Doctor. Needs regenerating. They're not what they was. Like, they're that bad. They've had to sell a couple of players to Tottenham. Like, that says it all, doesn't it? Even though their midfield is quite good from what I saw, and that's as much praise as they're getting. Villarreal, they're a good side. It's like an ex-North London 11 a bit there, isn't it? A little bit.
Yeah, got a couple.
You got Coquelin, you got what's the other Tottenham defender? I forgot his name.
Is it 1/4? He was there.
Foyth.
Yeah,
That's it, 1/4.
They've got
Defenders,
Dan Juma from Bournemouth.
Yeah, and they've got another Tottenham one as well. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
there's-
someone's just gone now.
There is, someone's just gone. Then I can't remember the name.
When it Lascelles.
La Celso.
Oh, Lo Celso just went there now.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Celso,
and
yeah.
then they've got Unai Emery. So
Good evening.
yeah, it just sounded
So-
more like Daniel
gonna say-
Farker.
Yeah, that did not sound like Unai
That
Emery
actually
there.
was,
Like,
yeah.
You would eat some German sausage.
so George, who are you
Villa.
picking for that one?
I'm probably going to go Villarreal 4-2 on aggregate.
Abdi, how do you see this going? I mean, with the situation that's happened, Juventus strengthened the
Plus,
bit.
they ain't got no Ramsey anymore. So just what I don't
They
know.
haven't, but they
Yeah.
got Dennis now. They've got Dennis the Menace in midfield.
Dennis, I thought he was at
Um,
Watford.
Not that Dennis. Dennis Zakaria.
Dennis Wise.
Oh,
Dennis Wise.
Anyway, moving forward.
Little man.
Villarreal originally had, well, Man United technically, but not Man United. But then they got drawn Man City. So I think they'd rather have Juventus over Man City because they have a better chance. But now looking at it a little bit, Juventus, couple signings in, strengthened that midfield a little bit, strengthened up top with Dusan Vlahovic as well. They've got that fight. Don't blame Fiorentina or Juventus. You blame him and his agent.
I do.
Uh,
Okay, but yeah, I feel like they filled that Ronaldo void that they're missing, sort of, with a goal
You
getter.
just compared Dusan Vlahovic with Ronaldo.
No. I mean the Ronaldo void where they didn't have a goal scorer. They had a goal. Well,
Right,
they had
gee.
Morata, but you know,
Yeah, you've come out
I
with
was-
a lot today.
I'm not comparing the two. But I'm just saying they've got a new striker on the block.
Jeez.
They've got someone who can get goals. You know,
And they got
He-
Chiesa as well.
they have got Chiesa. Yes, they
Yeah.
have.
And he can be quite decent, you know.
Yeah, he's a good player,
So-
Chiesa. Sorry.
We'll see. Juventus, they might not be having the best of seasons, but I still think they can get past Villarreal. But Villarreal are no mugs, as proven by places going up against them many times now. Don't talk about it. This is Champions League, not Europa League. We beat them twice in the Champions League as well. So anyway,
Thanks to Ronaldo.
Yes, thanks to Ronaldo. Ironically, so.
And Big Dave.
Two. Anyway, but yeah, Juventus, I think they'll get past Villarreal, but I wouldn't be surprised if Villarreal did do the old lady.
Pardon?
The Yellow Submarine is going to do the old lady.
What? Didn't know Rooney was here.
No, he's the Ram. He's the
That's a
Ram.
very interesting.
Get Derby County. The Rams against the old lady.
I'm not. We will come back to this, but when Austin answered something earlier, he now sounded like Darren Farley doing a Wayne Rooney impression because he went really quiet for ages. And all I heard was, Then it went quiet again. I was like, oh, it's Darren Farley.
Right, Luke. So far. Okay. So right. So far, we've got one person picking Villarreal, one person picking Juventus. What do you think will happen in that game?
I think Juventus will sink the Yellow Submarine.
The old ladies.
I say they got Dusan Vlahovic, how you say his name. He scored in his debut, and so did Denis Zakaria. So maybe Juventus will have a little bit more than Villarreal. Then we can say to Gerard Moreno, get out, like he did to us in the Europa League.
Get out, Man United. Get out. Prick.
That's what he went, get out, so we can do it back to him now.
The Italian league is quite poor, though. It's not like there's only about 6 teams that are any good.
He's just
Yeah,
the Terminator. Get out.
Well, Fiorentina were doing quite
Get
well
out now.
until they sold Vlahovic too.
They've got good.
Yeah.
They've got a good squad, like in general.
But yeah,
they'll make
I
money from that.
I do think Juventus will go through. I reckon it'd be 3-1 over both legs.
6-2.
So Austin / Darren Farley, what's your view on
Darren!
that game then? Darren. Yeah, what are you thinking of that tie then?
Go either way.
Yeah, anyone's game.
Yeah, anyone's game. Who are the teams again? I forgot.
Do you pay attention? Do you even pay attention?
3 people have
Tunbridge Angels and Boreham Wood.
No, to be honest, I was reading.
Boreham Wood are going through in the FA Cup, you know? Yeah, so.
I was reading the comments. That's why I forgot. So Villarreal and Juventus.
What were the comments? Go on, tell us the comments.
Tell us the.
EastEnders.
Just tell us the comments.
Anyway, first of all, who are you picking in that tie? Then get with the comments.
Right. Wait, what do you want me to do? Comments first, yeah? Okay, comments first. Right. So, H put Arsenal, but put ARSE in capital letters.
Very funny.
Tom put 17-0. I'm getting down Ladbrokes with £1. Thanks to the tip.
I mean, that's probably a fairly you'll get
Yeah.
solid odds.
Jack Fishlock put 3 laughing faces because probably because Abdi talked about doing an old woman.
I didn't. That was me.
Oh dear.
You
Abdi.
just
You've
took
got an
it in
image
the wrong
attached to
way,
you
okay?
there.
You took
That's
it in the
what
wrong
they
way.
said.
Then Jack put Juventus to win for him.
Now, of course,
Uh,
he's going to say Juventus.
I was
He's
going to
an
say, I'm not
icon.
surprised about that.
Tom put Lord
true.
Bentner to make a comeback for the old lady.
Lord Bentner.
So
Lord bent her over.
yeah,
Oh.
Lord Bentner, and then Dusan Shagovic comes in.
Chag a bitch.
Vlahovic.
Get the name right, please.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
not. I'm not. I already had someone complain. So I'd be
Yeah, we had. Yeah, can you not do that?
Dusan
right.
Vlahovic then. So, but yeah, no. I feel Villarreal could have a big opportunity here to win the game against Juventus. I reckon it could be 4-2 in aggregate to Villarreal.
That one seems the most divisive game because it's got 2 Villarreal, 2 Juventus.
What do you think?
If not Vlahovic, I would have given it to Villarreal. But now Vlahovic has come to Juventus. So far, he's been okay, really good. He's had one game though, so it'd be interesting to see if he can carry on this form. But based on what he was like at Fiorentina,
Yeah.
I'm just going to give it to Juventus narrowly, but I will give it to Juventus.
Boo!
I have to say that. I have to say Juventus will probably do it. Right, moving on to the next tie, and that is Inter Milan versus Liverpool. And I mean, Inter Milan, they've lost to AC Milan, I believe, in the Milan derby 2-1, if
Did
I'm
they?
correct. I think it was.
Yeah.
That's
I
news
thought
to me.
Inter
I
won
didn't know
that.
till now.
I can't remember which way around it was, actually. But Inter Milan...
Austin, check it out, please.
Check it up. Check the score for us, Austin, of the
Oh,
Milan
Jeff.
derby. But Inter Milan and Liverpool, I mean, Liverpool... They've been good in the group, of course, but
Dominated.
how do you think they'll do against Inter Milan? Because that's not going to be that's not going to be easy. I don't see that being easy.
Liverpool, it's not going to be easy against Inter Milan. Inter Milan are a very solid, compact team, but Liverpool with Salah, Mane, Miller, Jota, and now the signing of Diaz, so it'd be interesting to see how he gets on with Liverpool in the Champions League. I think it's going to be a very tight affair, this one. I can only over the 2 legs. I reckon it'll only be like a 1-goal margin, maybe a 2-1 or 3-2, something like
Austin,
that.
have you got the result of the Milan derby for us?
Who did they play?
Have you got the result of the Milan derby?
Yeah, who did they play?
AC Milan, Inter Milan.
Oh,
Milan
The result of the Milan derby. Okay.
What a 42-carat gold plonker you really are.
Was this Champions League game?
Just
No,
type in Inter versus AC. That's
Serie
it.
A.
That's all you have to
in the
do.
league. We wanted to know the result.
Oh, the one on the 5th of February.
Yes.
Yes.
Milan beat them 2-1. But
Yeah,
even
what
though-
one, you twat?
Yeah, Milan. No, Milan.
Yeah,
AC.
Milan.
AC.
Right.
Just to
Oh,
let
yeah,
people
they-
know, we do have
they-
Austin on here as a comedy value, so we do hope you appreciate his comedy value.
Yeah, they do. Milan beat them 2-1, even though they had a red card in that game as well.
Right,
Theo
so
Hernandez, yes.
Abdi,
Zlatan.
talking of Liverpool, you know, they've got
It was a
Salah
Zlatan.
and Mane coming
Zlatan.
back, but they will be knackered after the AFCON a bit. Do you think that will have an impact on Liverpool in the first leg at least?
Well
No,
done,
Absolutely not. I think Liverpool, even though Inter are champions of Italy at the moment, I think they have Liverpool have too much firepower. I mean, they already dismantled one Milan club, both home and away, and one of them was with their kids. So I think they're going to do it again, and they're going to do it to the blue side this time. Go back to the San Siro again and do what they have to do. As much as I don't want to see it, but yeah, Liverpool got too much. They brought in Luis Diaz. They've got Diogo Jota. Even if they have Salah Mane on the bench,
That's a quick question about Diaz.
go on.
Is he the one who's tore Man City's defence apart for Porto?
Yep.
Yeah,
What the
it's
hell's
that
going
same
on
one.
with George's voice? Just
Gotta,
out of
yes,
pure-
you went
You
to
sound
make
like Sean
kind of-
Dyche.
It's Sean Dyche / your impression of Jason Cundy.
Well, not
Has
talking
anyone
about
seen George
Sean
Sullivan?
Dyche.
Like, George just really
Who's
turned
George
into Sean
Sullivan?
Dyche.
We're not talking about Sean Dyche.
I forgot my locket, so.
It sounds like something out of Peaky
You talking about the
Blinders.
boys from Burnley? Oh no!
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
Abby's
Boys,
favourite-
pointless.
his
Do
I
not
didn't
talk
expect we would be talking
Burnley.
about Burnley on the Champions League show.
No.
Get
Fair
rid
enough.
of Burnley. Stop. Move on. No Burnley.
We'll do that for you
Bloody
tomorrow. Darren,
Burnley,
it's fine.
don't them.
Anyway, Diaz. That's the Diaz that from Porto. Anyway.
Okay.
Cheers, Sean Dyche.
Yeah. So as I was saying, yeah, Liverpool have too much for them. I don't think Salah Mane will be that tired from AFCON because it would have been the same games that they would have been playing if they had stayed here. I mean, they played a couple more games because most players had a winter break in between, but I feel like they've played similar amount of games anyway, so they'll be ready to go. Salah wanted to come back as soon as so he can get involved for the game against Leicester on Thursday. So, yeah, I think you're going to see them back fit and firing again. You'd think, but anything can happen.
George, what's your view on that one? Who do you think's got it?
It's not George no more, it's Sean Dyche.
Has anyone seen Alexis Sanchez? No.
No, he sounds
Yeah,
like
I
he's in
have.
Pets at home.
He's
he
in
sounds like
Milan.
the guy who does the darts
Yeah,
now.
so
What do you know?
I think Liverpool have got that one. Obviously, I don't think Salah and Mane will come back tired because Mane only turned up for a couple of games in AFCON anyway, and then he'll have another 3 off when he comes back to Liverpool. But they've got so many options, haven't they? Like Jota, Diaz, and now Harvey Elliott's back as well, which is nice to see as a football fan. They've got Colgate up front, so I think Liverpool are going to the semi-final, so I kind of have to back that. As long as I
I
don't.
wonder if Inter are going to pick Lukaku up on the one head back here.
I probably already had the talks.
Come back to
Now, have
Italy.
you seen Chelsea's new training kit? Basically ripped off Inter Milan's kit to keep Lukaku.
Yeah, I
in.
saw that. I saw a
Then
meme
they
saying
put
I
Lukaku
saw
in
a meme.
the new training kit, and it just looks like an Inter Milan kit.
Will that
So,
be
you'll
enough?
find it back at Inter.
To get you
Saw that.
scoring.
Yeah, I
Finding
think
back.
Liverpool will do alright, to be honest. I think
When
they'll
like
win
Man
it.
United's kit, where it basically looked like it was stolen off of a bus seat.
No?
One
When was that kit
What are
stolen
you
off
on
the bus
about?
seat?
That's the
of
Arsenal
Man
kit, you
United-
idiot.
No, one of Man United's
It's like the
shirts.
map of the tube station. It's
It was like-
That'll be last year's home shirt.
I love that kit. Man United, one of Man
Disgusting.
United's shirts honestly looked like it had been taken off of a London bus seat. Like,
Right,
Was it?
Austin.
No, I don't
let's
remember that
move
one.
on to the actual.
I
know Chelsea's one
Bus
was.
seat looks like. What does a London bus seat look like? Ain't it just a normal seat?
it's like red and yellow, like it looks like red and yellow, like paint splatters.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that was just a mock design. I don't think that was the actual kit,
No,
was it?
I don't have a
It
clue.
looks hilarious.
Anyway,
I-
moving
Anyway,
on.
moving on to
Anyway.
Inter Milan, Liverpool, Austin.
All
What do
you
you think?
sighted people don't have a clue.
Liverpool all the way.
Okay.
Liverpool. They've got a
Season,
strong
yeah.
side. That's all I can really say. They've got a strong side, and with Mane and Salah coming back from AFCON, must say, well done, Senegal. Well done.
Why?
Why?
Because it's the first time that they won the.
I like that.
African
Why?
Nations.
Let's just ignore the
Three
big
attempts.
achievement of Senegal.
Yeah, but Egypt ain't
Oh,
won it before. Before
yeah.
it's
Yeah, but it's the
I
first
think
time.
they have, haven't they?
So give them
I don't
credit.
think so.
Right.
Sure they have.
Anyway, yeah, no, Liverpool for me have a very strong side, and I feel like they could put it out of the bag again.
Don't you think it could go either way?
It could? We don't know. That's
Wow.
the thing. We don't know. We don't know.
No, that's the
Yeah,
whole
I mean-
point.
But I think it will be, if I was to put a score prediction on it, maybe 3-1 to Liverpool on aggregate.
Interesting.
On
Have we got any
aggregate?
comments before we move on?
We
Yeah,
do.
that's it.
We have comments. We have comments. So Jack has said definitely Inter for me in this tie. LOL.
Of course.
Another Italian one.
Tom
How
has,
they get knocked out in the Euros qualifying playoff?
Tom has put Overmars sets up a meeting with the old lady via texting dating service app, or that's what he was calling it.
No.
Jack put my name with a load of laughing faces.
Why is he
Tom-
written my name?
Yeah, no,
my name, Austin.
Oh,
but
I
Austin
thought
with a
you
lot of
just
laughing
meant mine.
faces,
Tom has
basically
put-
comedy value.
Tom has put quote of the season. Austin, what was the result of the Milan derby? Who did they play?
That is true. That is true.
Well done. Well done.
Just to let you guys know, we will try it and see how possible it is, but there could be like a clips of the for the rest of the season, and we do know that there's probably just going to be a video of Austin on his own.
Literally,
that.
just
We'll do
Probably.
outtakes.
Because they played the Milan
Yeah,
derby.
this
Yes.
is gonna be
Sports
me.
Sportsmania outtakes.
Yeah.
It'll probably be on the TikTok. We'll put it on
Probably.
TikTok or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
you'll see it anyway at the end of the season.
One more, two more comments. Sorry.
You can't even count either.
Jack said that I was talking about the 2012 to 2013 home shirt, where it looks like a bus seat.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So Jack agrees with me on that one, I'm assuming. And then H has come back with a comment where it said, bit off topic, but would love to hear your guys' thoughts on the Messi versus Ronaldo debate.
We can
We can-
We all
briefly-
know.
we could
Yeah.
briefly touch on that. So
Hang on, before you touch on that, just one more
Bloody
comment. Sorry.
and I was-
From Tom, he's just commented saying, if there are going to be highlights, it's going to be 2 hours of Austin's clangers.
Yeah.
That's a good title. That's a good title.
Austin's
Austin's Clangers.
that's just Austin in the pub, Tommy. Anyway, Messi or Ronaldo.
I mean, they're both in the Champions League still, so yeah.
I hope I'm saying your name right. If it's H, if it's not, I
Yeah,
apologise.
it's H. It's just H.
I do
okay.
apologise if, yeah.
Why you apologise? It's me talking. Shut up.
No.
Anyway, I think Ronaldo is the one for me because he didn't bottle it, and what I mean by that is Ronaldo came back to prove it in the best league that's going, where Messi went to
A Farmers
go.
League.
I've got to try and not offend you. Messi went to go and play in the French league, where it's not very challenging, if I can say that in inverted commas. So
We.
The only thing challenging about the French league is the fans. So,
Hey!
don't
And
come for me. Don't come for me.
Mathieu
Pretty much, though. You'll get bottles thrown
He's
around
here all
everything.
night. He's here all night.
Yeah, I've heard it's a good night out in Marseille. Anyway,
Especially if
So-
Nice come to town.
yeah, I think I'd have to say Ronaldo, just because he wants to challenge himself to be better all the time, whereas Messi was turning into ABBA, money, money, money.
Okay, Abdi, what's it? I mean, it's a silly question, really, but what's it for you, Messi or Ronaldo?
Come on.
Right,
That's why I said
You,
the silly
H,
question.
you already know. You already know, brother. You already know. It's Ronaldo all day long. And take that one to the bank.
Messi.
I will say this, though. Messi is the better talent. Ronaldo, I think, is better overall. You know, Messi's got it naturally to him, and Ronaldo had to work for everything that he has. His mentality is elite, and I don't think anyone matches his sort of mentality because he pushes himself to be better and better every time. And he's the greatest goal scorer that's ever been.
What about the Burnley striker?
Waghorst.
You know my boy Wu. One
Alright.
day. Don't worry, he's still
Put him
got a
in
lot of
that.
time to catch up
Out
with
of them
Ronaldo.
three, who would you pick?
Are we actually doing this?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Now I'll do this for you. I'll do start, bench, and drop. I'll drop Messi. I'll bench Wu, and I'll start Ronaldo.
You bench.
Wow.
I'll bench Wu. I'll bench Wu. He's my
How do I
boy.
say his name? Woo.
Wu Weghorst.
No, like
Woo.
leg horse.
Weghorst. Weghorst.
With
That
an
is a
E
very
or
hard
T.
name.
Huh? It's
E or T?
W-E-G. W-E-G.
Oh, horse egg.
Horst.
Horse.
Horse egg.
Right. That is
Oh
going
my
in the
God,
outtake. We
this
can't have horse ahead of Messi.
Right. Anyway, so Ronaldo for George, Ronaldo for Abdi, Luke. I mean, again, I'd be surprised if you go for it. Is it Ronaldo? Is it Messi? Is it Weghorst? Or however you
Phil
pronounce
Jones.
it? I
It is
probably
Weghorst,
butchered
yes.
it. Ah, there you go. Got it
No, you
right,
haven't.
right.
You done it. You got it.
Good.
I think
Luke,
it's Ronaldo. Ronaldo Jr. No, I mean, yeah,
One day, Ronaldo Jr. You never know.
Great.
Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, because he's done it in Portugal. He's done it here. He's done it in Spain. He's done it in Italy, and he's come back to challenge himself, as George said. Whereas Messi hasn't gone to challenge himself. He's gone down a few pegs by games at League, and we could have come here to at
Gone
the
to
toughest level.
celebrate Neymar's sister's birthday.
Yeah, that's next month. So I expect Neymar to be injured.
He is
yeah,
injured
that's-
currently.
Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
but-
we mentioned that.
Injured again. He'll be injured again for his sister's birthday as every year. But yeah,
Right.
Ronaldo is approved everywhere.
Austin, Ronaldo, Messi are the players we're talking about. What do you think?
Who are we
Thank you
talking
for
about?
Messi.
reminding me. Thank you
No,
for
wait, he's
reminding
also Ronaldo.
me.
Oh, right, just in case you know.
Like I can't remember who said it, but someone said it. Ronaldo had to sort of, work towards his talent as such.
Work.
Whereas with Messi, I feel it was something that was sort of already there in a way, if you get what I mean. But on this,
I even know what
I
you mean.
will have to say that
Hello,
I'm
Rio.
going to go for Ronaldo because I used to be a big fan of Ronaldo until he went back to Man United. So,
Until he went back, he was already there. What are you talking about?
well,
Before he
after he
went Man
left,
City.
after he left Man United the first time, I was a fan of him, and then when he went back, that's when I
To be
was
fair,
like,
I liked him at Sport.
that's when I was like, yeah, get in the bin. So,
I think he was at Sport.
Because he was linked with Arsenal, wasn't he? Yeah.
oh,
No,
Anyway.
at Sporting, he was like, if it is Sporting, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was.
I
So he
watched him in
started.
some of the under 19 or 18 competition. Like, you knew he was something special. That not because I don't hate on everyone who's linked with Arsenal, just a couple of people. But it wasn't more than that. He was near enough. He was on the verge, and then he went to Man United. But you can just tell, even at that age, he was something special. And Messi's just been Messi, but I just feel like Ronaldo's had more battles to climb for me. Like, he's even had a galaxy named after him. Like, Messi ain't got that, has he?
That's true.
Well, to be honest, to make it a clean sweep, I will say the same thing. I will have to go for Ronaldo, mainly because
Oh, really? I
Ronaldo-
thought he was going to say Timo Werner.
No, I was going to go
Shane Long.
Ronaldo has chosen to challenge himself in Italy, Spain, England. You have to see that Messi, he's in the French league. It's not, like you said, George, it's not very challenging, and you kind of, apart from an occasional Lille or a Monaco, it's PSG who
But they
win
make
it.
like the French league makes Guendouzi look good.
So
So, like, not like
the thing there is,
challenging for me.
to me, Ronaldo wins it for me by quite a margin, I'd say.
Yeah.
As
I
well, to be
think
fair.
He's the big game player as well. As I said before, he's the ultimate clutch player. When you need him, he can literally drag a team. I mean, I won't disrespect Messi by saying he can't do that as well, but I feel like we've seen Ronaldo do it more than Messi has done it.
Messi didn't. There was like, what I've noticed with Messi.
Look at the
there's
Barcelona
quite a
team he
bit
was
of
in. Sorry to cut you off. Look at the Barcelona team that he was in as well. Like, it wasn't. I know he was doing
Some good
incredible things
players.
within that that whole Barcelona team. Come on,
I
That
mean,
was
that
You
a
was
look at
Barcelona.
Xavi, like you had Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. You had
probably
even
one of the greatest football teams of all time.
You will
Before
never
that,
forget that Barcelona
yeah.
team. They've achieved
before
some
they had
incredible things.
Omri. He was there with Omri, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
It's a
Take that.
team you will never
When he was
forget.
a kid.
take that.
Right, Austin,
Um,
have we got any comments before we move on to the last tie in the Champions League?
we do have comments.
Was there one more?
One is from Tom. He said that Ronaldo in the 2002 World Cup was unbelievable. I agree.
The Brazilian
R9.
one.
Tom has also said, didn't he do one in Vegas too, but was cleared of any wrongdoing?
Yes, he was.
yeah.
Jack has put, Ronaldo is the GOAT.
Of course.
He's in a challenging. I think he was meant to say
Challenging league. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I was bringing goats into it.
Ronaldo, and then
That's
Jack
close.
also put, Ronaldo loves a challenge. That's why he's better than Messi for me. And of course, he's the GOAT.
So that's not what I thought he was going to say. I thought he was going to say Ronaldo loves a challenge. That's why he went back to Man United.
Tom then put, question I would raise is, would Ronaldo be the player he is now if he was playing at Torquay United
It's
The last
Torquay, but anyway.
It's okay.
the last 5 years?
Why would he
My
play at
que-
Torquay
Why would he play
United,
for
though?
Torquay United?
I don't
Where's the
know.
logic in that?
But
Never
my
know,
que-
you might fancy the seat.
Yeah.
my question is, I have a question.
Who's
Right.
Rachel?
My
Just
question
wondering,
is, do you feel that there is any player out there that is better than Messi, except
Yeah.
for Ronaldo?
Easy.
Yes.
Haaland.
Mbappe.
Currently,
Mbappe?
no. If taking Ronaldo out of it, I don't think so. I'll still say Messi.
I
But
think Mbappe is well better than Messi.
if we're talking form wise as
At the
well,
moment.
Mo Salah, hands down.
Yeah, Salah.
Yeah, I'd easily. I think on form, yes.
Okay.
Messi's
What
not what he
about-
was.
Ollie Watkins.
No.
Weghorst.
Ivan
Right,
Thank
Toney.
you.
And then
Ivan
just a quick
Toney. It's all
one.
about the
Just a
it's all
quick
about the
one as
tiger.
well. Any player better than Ronaldo and Messi?
Yeah.
No.
I'd still
Better
not
than
on
them.
form. I'd say Mo Salah again.
Yeah.
Mo
The
Salah
Blackburn
again, yeah.
Chilean master. I can't say his name.
Yeah, it's got to be Mo Salah.
if you
Oh,
was
I
to
forgot his
put-
name.
If you was to
Brit.
put-
Is it Britty?
Brereton. Brereton Diaz.
I know it.
so if you was to
He has
put
Diaz now to make himself fancy.
Ronaldo and Messi in the same
Okay, can
team-
we move on?
Yeah, we
Can we
move on
move
because
on?
we get. We
'Cause
got.
it's a trivial debate, and I know why it was brought into the chat.
Yeah,
We need
anyway,
to. What we need
continue.
to do is, if we reach a certain amount of subscribers, we need to do a Q&A where we could answer all
Yeah.
your questions a bit more detail. But
Jack, but they can't pay him £480,000 a week.
Who?
Okay.
who?
Oh,
What?
They
Torquay.
can pay them whatever they want.
Who's?
No, I think
yeah.
it means Torquay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's.
I
Yeah,
don't.
I think
Yeah,
that's
no,
what
they
he
can't.
meant.
Right,
They can't claim
moving on.
480 watts.
Anyway, on to the final one, innit? Yeah.
Yes, right. We've got one more tie
big one,
coming
the
up.
main event.
Final one in it. We're moving
it,
on
bro.
to the last tie,
Mbappe derby.
which
killing
is the
themselves.
Mbappe derby. PSG versus Real Madrid. Abdi, where do you see this one going?
I forgot about this game.
I honestly don't know. Like I could see it really either way. I know I'm being a bit Austin there, but
Get off that fence.
Right.
I will. Don't worry. Real Madrid, I feel like they're in a good vein of form at the moment. They've got a good, solid squad going, cohesively as well. Whereas PSG, they're very top heavy,
Pardon?
and they're very top heavy. They've got Messi
What is
and
it with you
Mbappe.
with these innuendos tonight?
Get your
No,
mind out of the gutter. Get your
You're
mind
doing
out of the
old-
gutter.
you're doing
Anyway,
old ladies. You're top
get your
heavy.
mind out of the gutter. Anyway, we're moving forward. Let me finish.
Dropped. Jesus Christ.
Let me finish. Anyway, I don't think PSG are as balanced as Real Madrid's squad is, or their first team as well. And we'll see how willing Mbappe is to play at his peak against Real Madrid. Because, come on, it's the worst kept secret. He's going to be going to Real Madrid in the summer. I think they've already agreed terms as well. It's not been like officially confirmed or anything, but that's the word at the moment, and I think that's going to happen anyway. So he won't want to, upset Real Madrid, I guess. I don't know, but he is a PSG player. Professionalism comes into question, so he should do what he needs to do. Personally, if you're going to ask me who's going to go through, I'm going to say Real Madrid, because PSG, I don't see them winning Champions League regardless. And I think they're going to sack Pochettino right after it and not even give him the chance to win the league title.
Then he's going to go to United.
United.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
You won't
Okay.
have
Yeah.
Ralph Ragnick or whatever his bloody name is.
Listen, I like Pochettino, but I'd be disappointed if he becomes United manager.
Mm.
Of course, I'd back him and I'd stand
What
by
about
him,
Brendan
but
Rodgers?
he
Well,
went
that's-
downhill. I want
He
to go
got lost in
near
the
him.
forest.
That's a debate for another time, though. George, PSG Real Madrid, how do you see it going?
The Harlem Globetrotters have got a good side, like with Messi, Neymar,
Oh,
Mbappe.
God.
Luke's favourite player.
Oh.
I'm not saying his name. 'cause he
Ferran
went-
Torres isn't
He'll
here.
drop the
you
he'll
know?
drop the C bomb, so I'm not saying the name.
Angel Di Maria.
Ferran Torres is at Barcelona, brother.
No, Di Maria. He loves Di
Oh.
Di
Maria.
Maria.
So,
Oh, Di Maria.
No, man.
so
Traitor.
Ferran Torres.
uh,
He has pajamas of Ferran Torres at home.
Oh,
who has
No.
pajamas? A Ferran Torres.
I do not have Ferran Torres
Dude.
pajamas.
He has the bed sheets, he has the posters, he has everything.
well, we'll ask Luke about that in a minute. There, but yeah.
Anyway, that's on the any other business. Torres
It's
in
like, Luke,
pajamas.
you
Anyway,
can give us a room tour,
Um,
mate. Give us a room tour.
Real Madrid. I don't want to tour of Luke. so
Told
I'm
you.
saying. Don't know what you'll find. Anyway, stop distracted. So Real Madrid, but not Bayern, PSG. I think PSG will win. Mbappe could be like doing that. He could like absolutely tear Real Madrid apart and say, "Look, yeah, you got me next season, not now, motherfuckers." That's what he's gonna
He
be
could.
like.
That is the 50-50 though. Which one will
That
we
was
get?
the first F bomb.
Mm,
That
and
was the
then
first one, but yeah, never mind.
Real Madrid. I'm not gonna disrespect Real Madrid. They've got a good side. Like they've been playing, like Abdi said, they've been quite some good form. So I think that could be the tight game that could do an Austinian trend to it. Like it could go either way. So but I'm gonna think Mopo, edge it.
Why'd you bully me?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
So, yeah,
No,
Mopo.
That's a hat trick.
Mopo will get
Justice
through,
for
and
Austin.
Man United will get PSG in the quarterfinals, and then it'll be
Yeah,
or whatever
unfortunately.
round it is. And then on that day,
Oh.
United will knock PSG out, and then they'll unveil Pochettino as the new manager. Imagine that.
Well, Luke,
Disgusting.
apart from your Ferran Torres
Screw up them
pajamas, let us know what you think of this tie.
Sorry.
Didn't even know you could get player pajamas.
That's totally thrown me off. I've forgotten the bloody game now. Real Madrid.
PSG.
He's done
Real
me.
Madrid PSG. I don't know you, yeah.
Can you get player pajamas?
Actually, no.
I
I don't know.
You could.
get
I'm
anything
sure
these
you
days.
can.
Wait,
I
don't
might
say
get
that,
some
'cause
Benjamin White ones.
George is going to go get Ben White or Alan Ramsdale.
Why not?
shot.
Yeah, I love Ben White. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Luke, what do you think of the tie?
Okay.
Real Madrid PSG. It's a really tough one to call out of all of them.
Get your Fernando Torres pajamas. They might help you think.
No,
Right, go on.
Real
do you think?
for
Ferran
God's
Torres.
sake.
Torres?
All right, Luke, I'll ask you this: who's going to win, Real Madrid or
Yes,
PSG?
God.
Fernando Torres.
No.
PSG.
Right, there we go. Right, moving on. Austin, what do you think of the game? No
God.
pajama talk, please.
Who's playing?
I don't know, Jeff.
Wait,
Come on,
breaking
Torres.
news.
Go on.
No, I do feel Real Madrid will take this one. I do. I really do.
Right, move on. That's a
Um, I reckon on that one it'll be a 2-1 aggregate to Real Madrid though. On that one.
Wow.
So
Okay.
onto the comments. We've got 2 at the minute.
Hi.
So, from Tom, the most important football question, which everyone wants to know, is, oh, for God's sake, who did Milan play in the derby at the weekend? Austin, can you help?
Yeah, Austin, who did?
I don't know.
It's Napoli, wasn't it, Austin?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Has anyone seen the Milan derby?
No, it was Palmer.
and,
Do you know what?
No, it was Marseille. It was in Italy.
Right, leave it
And
out.
then
We all
Jack,
know it was Las Palmas.
Yes. Anyway,
I think Real Madrid will nick it.
yes, I think Real Madrid will nick it too. Right, that's the Champions League. This
Got through in the end, just about.
We got through it. This show has been interesting. Thank you to Luke, Abdi, and
Definitely
George,
has.
and our producer Austin and George's dog for your contributions.
Thanks to everyone in the comments as well. H,
Thank-
Tommy,
Jack,
Yeah.
Matt, thank you
Jack,
all for
Matt.
watching. And
Dave,
hopefully,
Rachel.
Anyone else who's watching but
Brenda,
didn't comment,
Terry.
leave a like. Subscribe, hit the bell icon for
Get
all the
notifications.
notifications.
Like that.
Leave a comment afterwards if you
Mm.
want to as well.
follow us on the
So-
social media channels at official SMania on Twitter. We have a Facebook group as well. We're on WhatsApp, Discord, Instagram, and TikTok. We're everywhere.
You know the
There's
rest.
a link tree as well. If on the Twitter
You know them
profile,
boys there.
you'll find it there. All the links to everything.
We've
You
got
can
a
follow us
podcast.
each on our own social medias as well. Hubert, where can the people find you?
You can find me if you want to listen to my ramblings at Subsonics UK, SUBSONIX UK. Austin, what's your Twitter name?
At Comedy
Mine is
Central.
at Sullivan Austin, but instead of 2 L's, it's 3 L's because
Because he's a Wally.
Yeah.
Wally.
It's always at the explanation. Luke, as you're the first on the podcast, first episode on the podcast on the YouTube channel. What's your Twitter handle?
I don't have a personal Twitter, but I do have a Man United fan channel one. It's at UTD Fans Galore. Check me out on there for Man United fans.
Representing United fans
content.
galore.
Self-promotion.
That's fine. That's fine. That's his own Twitter.
Add your
Georgie
Twitter
boy?
handle, please.
Okay, I'll go first. You can follow me at a. Sorry, it's okay. No, don't worry.
Sorry.
You can follow me at Abdullahi26 on Twitter. That's AABDULLAHI26. And Georgie boy.
Just
Last
to give
but
you a
not
heads
least.
up, his name's that because he's that bad. They named him twice. Anyway,
No, I'm that good. They named me
I
twice.
thought he
Um,
was. His
so
Twitter name was
I am
Schooling
at-
Old Ladies.
what?
Let's not go there.
So you can find me at shit. What can you find me at?
George. It's George.
George S 1993 AFC.
Yeah.
AFC,
George
yes.
S. What he just said, 1993 AFC, and keep following. I'm nearly
Exactly.
at the 1.3k followers.
Oh,
So
Oh,
keep
look
going.
at you.
This
No,
guy's
you got-
spiked.
Someone's
He's
Well,
just
you
doing
got-
it.
spiked in followers.
You gotta
Listen,
get,
friends.
you gotta get the followers. It don't matter if you get robbed in Tottenham Tube Station or you just go to football. It don't matter. At least I know he plays in the Milan derby. Jay over there.
Oh, anyway, just some last minute comments. Tom put, I went to Las Palmas, I think I said that right, on holiday, George.
Well, they
That-
let you back.
Jack has put, thanks guys, was very entertaining with a laughing face. Tom has
No
put,
worries.
great show, lads. Austin, when are you doing stand up?
Next week.
He's too lazy to stand up.
He's
I'll be
back
doing-
I was
next
going to
week.
say, can he
probably.
actually stand up?
I'll be back next week with some more clangers. So look out for that one. Make sure to join it, tune in.
That's the canon.
Ding ding.
Make sure to tune in next week where I'll be back to drop some more. I don't know who's playing in the Milan derby sort of stuff. So
Right. Yeah.
and Jack has said United fans galore needs more subscribers. No, Jack, Sports Mania needs more.
Don't need more subscribers. Most of your fan
What?
base is in the WhatsApp group.
Sports Mania.
That's a lie. It's been overtaken by Arsenal fans. Don't try it.
So it should. Arsenal social. We rule.
It should be changed. Arsenal.
No,
social
no,
massive
no,
rule.
no. Right,
Anyway,
let's-
I
anyway.
do have something to say quickly. Later this week, new podcast will be dropping, rounding up the FA Cup weekend results. You subscribe
Even
or
penalty
find it
shootouts will
wherever
be
you.
mentioned.
Yes.
Spotify.
Let's not go there,
many other
but we'll
platforms.
get there. We'll get there. When it's up, you'll know about it.
It will be
Follow
up
us
by
on
the end
Twitter
of the
to be
week.
It's on,
alerted by it.
Anchor,
But
it's on Anchor, Spotify, any other podcast
wherever you
service
get your
that
good
know.
podcast, basically.
Yes.
And
Feel
yes,
free.
we'll be back next week to review the first leg of the week 1 of the Champions League.
Yes,
So,
there we go. Right. Thank you
Okay.
everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for listening, commenting, and enjoying the show. We will see you all next week.
adios.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.